Hello everybody, it's Eric Freeze, and it's time again for a workshop garage update. Um, it's about time I made another one of these because I've been slacking. Uh, I've been working just on project after project, and a few of the projects have been related to the shop, and a few of them have been unrelated at all. But I will say, this place has been very useful. I really did need a place like this that I can do to pretty much work on all my hobbies, fan related and even electronic related or uh, small combustion engine related. So this garage has definitely made use of that. And for me, this garage is pretty much perfect for a workshop for my needs. There's not really anything else I want from it, and uh, nothing that I really don't like about it. There's a few things I will complain about, but hey, I can probably fix those in the near come future. My main concern right now is electrical and the lack of insulation. Those are my main problems. I can come back and talk about that later on in the future. First off, I'll show you I have a ceiling fan testing rig here. This is not going to be permanent. I'm most likely going to have it in like this corner or some sort of corner here. Maybe I'll take this fan down and do it somewhere else, or maybe it'll be in the attic. As of right now, I don't know what I'm doing in terms of a ceiling fan testing rig. Actually, right here seems like it would work. Maybe right here is where I will move it to. One of the things in the future is I'm going to take this garage door opener down. I think I may actually do that tonight. And then we're going to be getting the spring replaced on this, bend back out the bottom panel, and after all that stuff gets done, I'm going to work on insulating these doors. I'm going to insulate the rest of these with cardboard. Just going to kind of want to do it the right way. Get everything done with cardboard. I did ceiling tile for these. I have a few more pieces of ceiling tile, so maybe I'll use those up. We'll see how that works. Bottom panels, I know for sure I'm going to do cardboard. I'm not doing ceiling tile for those because it floods in here, and I don't. Ceiling tile literally deteriorates the moment it comes in contact with water. Yeah. So there's that. TV and stuff, all that's over here. Another thing is this light fixture here. This was originally a beer sign. There's actually, it's rum, but I got that off of a scrapper. It worked still. It had just a basic light socket in it, so I wanted a small light for over here, so I pretty much just screwed the fixture to the ceiling, took the sign off, and I actually needed the sign to help re-secure the garage door, so that actually worked out really good. And it has a nice pull chain on it, and this is kind of helpful here, so if I enter for the garage door, I can do that. Over here, I had to use the extension cord that I run to power all of this stuff up Christmas lights, so I don't have power over here right now for this. I put a somewhat darker bulb there. There's a light fixture up there which has power, so I'm going to mess with that. I'll probably just take that down and put a small outlet up there. That's my key, like a single pole outlet or something. Like get a small back box up there with an outlet on it and work off of that. As of right now, I don't have any back boxes because I've used them all. But I'll work on that eventually. I'll probably have it flush against the wall too, and run the wire a bit more nicer. That also requires cutting power to the garage. There's also that output there, which that's where the fan was originally tied into when I had the original fan in there. That's been cut off, so I'm probably gonna put another ceiling outlet up there. So I'm just gonna run outlets pretty much on the ceilings, kind of like what's done there with the garage door openers. One there. So let's do back boxes like that. And then this outlet here needs a different back box, so that's gonna get fixed. That's not safe there. I want to convert that outlet over there to a single outlet instead of a quad outlet. The one side of that outlet is very bad and deteriorated. And then this outlet here I also want to replace too, and I'll probably put a quad outlet in here. Maybe a switch that turns on and off all the outlets for safety's sake. I don't know. And then over here, a lot of this stuff just needs to be redone. I'll have to find out and like trace a lot of this wiring back to like where it goes. I believe most of it just goes over this way, comes out of the ceiling and goes over. And then there's one that goes over and down, one that goes to the outside light. I also would like to branch an outlet off of this, coming over down and over here, so I have power over here, so I'm not running an extension cord, which I don't really like. Kind of feels unsafe. This extension cord here goes to the mercury vapor, which I can show that off quickly. Obviously need power lines in on the ceiling for the ceiling fans and stuff. I can probably just, I don't know. I'll open the garage door here and I'll show you a bit of how I'll show you the mercury vapor. I don't want to set off the motion light. Motion light, I think I may have actually disconnected power to it. But mercury vapor does a good job. It brightens up a lot of this. There's a motion light. I tried not to set that off. I have sensitivity on that thing all turned up all the way. This is on pretty much whenever I'm working out here. The daylight sensor on it doesn't work. I don't really want it up here full time. A viewer requested a while back to put this up out here, and I actually was going to do that in the future, and I'm kind of happy I did. I put it up on the shed. This is kind of where I wanted it at, and it's kind of temporary. The wiring on this is very janky, and the daylight sensor socket has issues. Yeah, I wouldn't trust that, but it does work for what I need it to do. It just hides down here, plugs into the extension cord that goes inside into the garage, which all of that I've shown already. So there's all of that. Disregard his PA horns up there. That's another project I'm working on. Nothing really changed in the shed. I'll close the garage door and we'll kind of go upstairs. One minor change I did do is with the sound system. I had the sound system out as of right now. I had to use the receiver for something, so it's there. I have to hook the receiver back up. For the time being, I have a boombox down here and another boombox in the upper level that I'm using. I'll use the remote. Have to make a video of this garage door at some point in time. I don't know if there's anything else. The ceiling fans have been changed out. I'll make another video updating you on the ceiling fans. You kind of already get a chance to see. The only real change is that there's now a westinghouse there. This is where most of the changes has happened, is up here. Yeah, I've made a lot of videos being filmed from over here. You'll see videos like where it's being shot from here because I have the tripod set up here. I've been using this workout bench as kind of an area to film videos and as a secondary workbench for upstairs. And then this here is also a secondary workbench. You can tell what's a workbench because of how dirty it is. Vinyl siding pieces and stuff and cardboard pieces. But yeah. Electricity up here is not really the most fair thing. There's literally no outlets up here at all. So I pretty much just ran an extension cord up here to power strip, and this is what supplies my power up here. Also another extension cord that runs over there to a lamp, and then the main ceiling light, and then this star here. So one issue I had originally up here was when I would come up here, it would be absolutely dark, and I would have just a hard time getting from here over. I put this glow-in-the-dark tape on here, and that would work, but eventually it needs like recharge and light, so it only really work when I turn the light off and immediately go downstairs. And by the time I come up again, it's kind of not as strong as it was. So that was one issue. But so I kind of did that. These here actually have been somewhat useful. When I do turn off the light and I am leaving, this helps me keep myself from hitting my head, these two pieces there. So, kind of nice. And this will also be useful if I'm working up here and I accidentally short out the breaker, which is in the house. So, that's also good. Another thing I'm going to be working on is insulation. I know this isn't the best insulation thing I'm doing, but I'm using cardboard. So this whole wall here is covered with cardboard bins. These are 2 pieces thick. This whole wall here is going to be covered with them, as well as this wall And then that one's already covered with wood. I'll just have to cover over where that window was. Now, the windows were were already plastered over up here, which is kind of a shame. My main gripe in here is in the summertime it was hot, and I wanted air conditioning in here, so I decided to cut a hole here in the back wall and shove an air conditioner in here. This is a 5,000 BTU air conditioner. It's undersized. I've had this air conditioner since I was a kid back in 2012, so it's been around a long time. This is going to be temporary, at least fill the hole in for the winter and kind of see what it's like having an air conditioner in here. But eventually I'm trying to get a hold of some sort of older vintage 12,000 BTU unit with a slide out chassis, and that will fit in this hole. I had a large Amana, but I sold that for 40 bucks over the summer. Kind of wish I kept it just for this, knowing that it would be good for the shop. But anyway, back onto the Star. When I have all the lights off up here, this kind of acts as an emergency light / escape light, so I can kind of see where I'm going. I may shut it off at the end of the video, but this works really well. It's, I think, I don't even know what it is. It's a Christmas light thing. There's two bulbs on it, or out this one, another one on the other side. I'll have to fix those. And yeah, Christmas stuff has been in full sort, so there's Christmas bulbs all over the place. There's actually some there in that bag there. There's a bit of Christmas stuff going on. I have these musical Christmas bells I got from an elderly woman. These I would like to use, but the bulbs in them need to be replaced. Some battery-powered lights. The tree topper star that's absolutely coming apart. Fiber optic pieces from a fiber optic snowman. Another fiber optic snowman here. This one has a bad bulb holder in it, out of all things. I think there's some more, I think it's animatronic parts, Christmas animatronic parts from a Snow Miser. And sound system, some upright manufacturing speakers, Halloween stuff, Christmas tree I still need to put lights on. So, yeah, a lot of this stuff over here we have it's a lot of like Christmas stuff, being that I've been working on Christmas stuff. And over here is mostly just fans. This is all fans. All of these are fully working fans. Some of these I just worked on. This tap tongue I had apart just a bit ago, fixed its oscillator, needed cleaned. That Galaxy needed the bearings redone, needed cleaned as well. That Massey needed cleaned. I think that's all for these. And then there's a little Massey 9-inch high velocity fan up there that needed the new motor. It also still needs to be cleaned, but I just wanted to get it working because I would like to use that up here in the wintertime to help circulate the air. I was using that fan up here, and then the motor on it, like the bearings just got so bad, it just started, yeah, I kept oiling them and it just wasn't good, so I swapped the motor out of that, because I was using that little Honeywell for the time being. Ceiling fan, this is some of my dad's stuff. A lot of this is dad's stuff. These are Christmas tree boxes, and then box fans and high velocity fans, turbo fan, larger turbo fans are over here. This is a majority of my box fan collection. I didn't really realize I have this much. There's a few downstairs. There's a wind machine in the shed. I think another box fan inside. Yeah, my water shield's inside, and then there's 4 over at my mom's house that I use. Eventually I may get all of those over here, but it's nice having all the fans in one place and not just spread out all over one house. Speakers up here, one on the right, the smaller speaker, that's for the sound system. I'm going to get another speaker put over there. And then the bigger speakers is for the security fish. Ceiling fan is up here, is the same. Another little ghetto fabulous thing I did is I needed to tell time up here. So I put this clock radio up here just so I could see what time it is. I was looking around for an analog wall clock, but I realized I don't have any more analog wall clocks, like the little battery powered ones. I wanted to use one of those up here. Just gonna put it up there. But no, I have a buttload of digital clocks. I have pretty much all of these are electrically powered clocks. There's 2 more down there and then the radio. But yeah. So there's the garage update. Oh yeah, fan parts and parts fans are there. Those box fans need repaired. And this carpet I put down in here, which I vacuumed. There's a vacuum cleaner out here now. So there's the garage workshop update. Thank you very much for watching, and keep the breeze.